is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Shout out to my YouTube fam and my podcast fan who has been supporting me, where you've been listening to. I was about to say watch, but I mean some cover art on YouTube. But been supporting my watching and listening to my podcast or other videos. If you haven't been a part of, because I don't mind if you follow me and subscribe to both, to my YouTube channel and the podcast. Make sure you put the TV at the end, Natasha C TV. And enjoy the show. Also, this is a bonus podcast, and I always said this for the new people who will be coming in the near future, speaking into existence, manifest the things of positivity and of good, great things. Okay. So, anyways, this is my bonus day, which is 101 day. Yesterday was my 100th day. And I wanted to, let y'all know this because the bonus podcast is a part of a 1-year YouTube series I decided to do myself, where I make a video per day, whether it's a podcast just saying hi. And since I'm using this app, the speaker app, to distribute my, distribute and record these lovely shows so y'all can hear this lovely voice talk about random stuff, y'all may hear clicks, notifications, or if I'm going to, say, the Gram or Google for something. And this time I'm doing something a little different. Sometimes I do drink water, but I decided to, because if y'all didn't see my YouTube live, for example, before I get into what I wanted to talk about for today, on top of the head as usual, we have some root beer that was still actually pretty good. And I had, if y'all have, these stocking stuffers, the plastic cans and stuff, and usually have candy stuff in it. And, there's a Del one. This is like the second or third year in a row. Last year I didn't get one. That my sister Tom gets me of the Pinnacle. I hope I'm saying the name, my liquor in it. There's actually 4 different flavors of shots of Pinnacle, right? So it was a plain one, and I think like a citrus one, and a raspberry one, and a whipped cream one. And I, Google to see what would the whipped cream one go into, y'all. So, if I get a little buzz, whatever, because I'm not a drinker like that. Like I said, I just had the other ones the other day. And the other one, I'll just have, some juice, whatever. But I'm just finally opening it. And, damn near, we're about to go into February. So, like I said, I don't drink that much. But, this is pretty good. I could have made, this into a float next time. Get that time. That's kind of sneaky. It's good, but it's sneaky. You don't know slick, but like I said, it's a flavor of whipped cream. So whipped cream Pinnacle is good to make root beer floats. You can drink it plain with root beer, but if you want to make your own root beer floats, do that too. I'm not encourage y'all to drink, but this is pretty nice. I ain't drinking halfway, but I just got a whole cup full. So I'm taking pauses. That's me, having it. Now, it's 1:32 a.m. in the morning on January the 16th, 2020. And also, I wanted to say this before I went into my topics. I wanted to send a happy, blessed, and I'm going to say belated birthday, because by the time I have known about this, I said noon about this, y'all. I'm not bushed yet. Known about this. It was after I uploaded my show that was set for January the 15th yesterday, 2020. And so I was like, I could have made a separate shout out video, but the last 2 videos that I have done with my birthday with my fam, I counted those. Since I was making other videos, I just counted those as also a video. Because, like I said, it's random. It don't have to be set to, one particular topic, and be anything, If people want to do this, thumbs up to y'all. If y'all want to do it. So, Nitra, I will put her name in the description it'll come up on YouTube, but also be in the description of the podcast episode. Shout out to you. Happy blessed birthday. She has been part of my YouTube fam and my podcast fam, since I made this podcast. But she has been with me since the beginning, and I definitely wanted to make a personal extra shout out for her birthday, because she has every episode, every episode, I think, since when I share to upload it, I have it linked to my YouTube channel and my Twitter. So Twitter announced that YouTube uploads a video, unless I'm going to like unclick it and not put it on there. But every podcast I've done so far, I have uploaded to YouTube, except one which I didn't know. So all of them, damn near 100 of them, because there's been 100 of them. Yeah, 99 of the podcasts have been, I think, on YouTube. And she has retweeted my stuff. She's always been supportive. She watched video. I always say thank you, cousin. I had blessed, and I hope you enjoyed your day. And not just like it be happy birthday, be happy month, happy year, happy many more years to come. I appreciate you so much, dearly, Cousin Nitra. I hope I'm saying your name right, because if you one thing you know, because she's like I said, she's been with me since the beginning, as far as when I was like on YouTube, when I was the last time I've been committed, which I'm committed, but as far as like the time I've been consistently with videos the most, which I'm getting back into it, y'all. But, she has been with me since the beginning, as has been in support. One time, she had YouTube channels pop a little bit, and then she stopped doing videos, and, life, it happens. But, she ever wants to come back again, to YouTube and get on the camera, we fine with that. But, like I said, God bless the hugs and love, just hugs and love, hugs and love, hugs and loves, carry that over, because like I said, better yet, let's do a little hand clap again for her, cousin Anita's birthday. Okay, also, I know she probably, of course, will not listen to this podcast, but also another she's a YouTuber, but I know Jaylee's Corner's birthday day, so happy birthday to her as well. Like I said, her birthday is actually on January the 16th, okay? So, it's quite a few January Capricorns, but shout out to y'all. Y'all supposed to be the ambitious sign of all 12 of us. But anyway, y'all, so, besides speaking of birthdays, some of us, majority of us, like cake. Some of us have different things, or, for different reasons, or, choose, like, you may want fruit instead of cake, you may not even like cake. But, speaking of cakes real quick, let me go into this. I've seen, how the popularity of, of cakes and getting these exquisite cakes and stuff has been popular. Personally, to me, if y'all remember this show that used to come on the TLC channel, and I think I did into our Wikipedia, because I haven't seen it in years anyway, it's to their sister channel, which is Discovery Channel. Look like it says Food Network as well. But it's a show y'all used to be called Cake Boss, and it's Boss. It sounds like I'm saying balls, but I'm saying Boss. Okay, but anyway, y'all, like I said, it's not this lovely mix. Let me take a little sip, a little more. But y'all, what it is that, it was a show where they had this bakery, and they would make these exquisite cakes and all this other stuff. It wasn't just like making cake. Now, that even takes skills when you're making all these damn flowers and lines and stuff like that on the cake, and maybe a couple design like a leaf or something. And, even like, I don't know what they use, like, how to get a picture on the cake, sometime make a graduating cap eye scrap. Now, that's extra when, you're doing all that stuff. Or, putting a picture on there. Or in some cases, like, you have the cake, it's still design, but most of the design is like you're just putting, like, saying a statue of a cartoon character on there or something like that, whatever, right? But still the thing is making sure the cake is good, whatever you're doing, and the feel and everything else, right? Because that still takes a little skill. But then you have the ones where they're making edible, like, different flavors of chocolate and making statues, bridges, and stuff like that. And 9-10, most of the cake is edible, so the cakes are expensive as hell, right? And now I have seen it in the last couple of years, like, really since, like, seemed like last year, y'all, that was another damn notification. Okay, so don't think it's y'all phones. But y'all, it has been since, like, I really have noticed since, like, either 2017 or or the year before, almost a year before last, because now it's 2020. I'm about to say that's 18. I'm still trying to get adjusted, y'all. That the cakes have taken off, where it's not also just, I mean, I hope the cake is delicious, but it's not just also the fact that it tastes good. It's like they're being Picasso and all these other artists when it comes to making these cakes. And some of them are very creative, very, very creative, where, you know, you're paying that they're sitting there and hand painting watercolor, edible watercolor stuff. Then they're about to put the whole, you know, like a whole collage and hand painted and you edible watercolors and all this stuff in order to make some of these cakes. And it takes time, and it takes molding chocolate. A lot of times I tend to use this stuff. Some of these cakes be in the stream though. Like, I had to stop following the Instagram because it was like really about, I guess, the real reality when some ladies having a labor, and I was gonna leave it as that, how the cake looked, and I was like, I couldn't even follow them that more, just because I'm like, somebody paid for this shit. Somebody really paid. You know what? Never mind. So anyway, it's a couple more people I follow, like probably Liz, wish like maybe I might have a cake like that. Now I've seen outrageous, not like a molding cake, but my niece was spoiled by her parents. They had like these, you know, the Barbie doll, you know, like half the body, you know, the dress and everything is made out of cake, or the extra tiaras like is a damn marriage cake with a damn water fountain. Now they had that shit. I don't know if they had pictures of like that, but like I said, they had some cakes like that at some of the birthday parties, okay? But now you have, like I said, this extra time that they're making and molding, and that's what it reminds me of. It's like the cake boss, like you've seen, you know, when they make these cakes and replica look like a damn thing of McDonald's French fries and all this stuff, and, you know, takes time to cut in line. That's art within itself, you know, and all these special effects that they're giving to the cake. It's like some of these places are really going out, right? So, it's one place that I recently have followed that's actually in the Detroit area, or at least Metro Terror, but they're using 313, but you know, they were showing a text they got for somebody, because that's how, if you want to quote, you know, saying the cake that they probably have advertised on their thing. And, you know, also too, like they also sometimes begin more extra designer, like with the cupcakes too. You know, some of them be the way they be lined up or together, and cake, like I said, they really be taking art to a whole nother level. Okay. So the fact is that, actually, oh, y'all, it's not the damn drink. But actually, the woman has showed, like, it was a Mickey Mouse cake, whatever, right? It was cute. Like I said, it's not like I said, you just putting some figurines and you put some lines on it. It's really that, you know, some artwork added to make this cake. It was a 2-layer cake. I don't know if I'm saying correctly. And the woman said it was she wanted, I guess, to feed 20 people. And the cake designer of the company was saying it was going to be $300. And the woman, I guess, or you know, parent or the child was like, well, you know, the child is just 1 year old. And the person explained, of course, it was blurred out, whoever was giving these texts or whatever. But the purpose was to say that just because, you know, it may be a 1-year-old child and you're trying to feed 20 people with this cake, that doesn't change the price, you know, or quote makes the hooker price, whatever. You know, some people are like, hey, I heard cakes that cost more than that, or I could go to Walmart or Kroger, blah blah blah. Okay, well, go there then. Now, I've seen cakes. I got cakes before from Sam's Club a couple times, whatever. And yet some of them do artwork, but some of them do artwork and stuff like that. You know, that's another story, but I actually used to work at Sam's Club about 14, 15 years ago, okay? Almost for a whole entire year. So, the thing is that, yeah, they have cakes, but they sure ain't still got, there's some design to some of them, and some of them is just the plain with the flower, and you add your own them. You add them where they put the name, happy birthday, grass, whatever on it. But, yeah, they have designs, even the ones at Kroger. I have gotten cupcakes from Kroger, but several times, but I don't know, say if I got like cakes, But what I'm saying is, and even from Walmart, I think I have gotten that one time. But most of the time, it's been from Sam's Club because bang for your buck. Um, but honestly, y'all, here's the thing. When you go into detail, because like I said, some people said, well, that's cheaper where I got it somewhere else. Well, I can get it somewhere else. Well, I mean, the child is only one. They don't care. Well, if, unless they're going to charge less, they're still using, whatever time that they take to get all the stuff, whatever. And that's what the person charges. Then you can unfollow or don't have to go no more. Obviously, because she had several different cakes on there, and I don't know if there was a split or they were from customers. It looked like there were cakes that were already made, and just like to show the type of different designs and ideas. So, like I said, you see that a lot with, some of these celebrities that we follow who get these cakes, and it's way more than that. And I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised of them being very costly because of the time it takes to make these cakes. And especially the bigger you want this cake, the more it's going to cost. Because like I said, some of the cake designer artists, I want to call them, they show, just like on Cake Spot, they show, but they fast forward on Instagram or YouTube, the time they take to make these cakes and designs and the effort, and it's fast forward, so you don't know how much time it takes to make for that. And my whole thing is the same thing what I said yesterday in my show, talking about if people have a problem with the pricing of what you have, or have a problem, say, with, like, for example, Cash App on a birthday or whatever, or even to go for, something like that. I mean, because like I said, people are complaining about that, and that's just once time. Some of these people be Cash App every 5 damn seconds and buy our merchandise in Cash App. Y'all ain't doing enough. Blah, 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 okay? So anyway, it's just that if people want to say stuff about it, but the person just saying, like, the prices are not going to change just because, of the age of the person you're asking for the cake for. So if people don't want to buy the same thing, then y'all ain't got to buy it, basically. You know what I mean? So anyways, it's the same thing applies like when you buy certain things. Like some things, they are obnoxious, but if a person's taking time to get certain supplies, like I said, you don't know how much this person's paying for supplies and taking the time to do this cake and to make sure it tastes delicious and look fashionable and cut it a certain way, perfect it or whatever, and do these bowls and stuff like that. Whew! And just the same, like, with certain clothes and merchandise and certain other products and services, like, not everything can be a hookup price. So I'm just saying like this, if that's just too expensive, y'all go where y'all want to go. If especially the baby's one anyway, and you like concerned about that, go to, I'm saying this too, because Sam Club cakes ain't bad. Probably Costco's ain't either. So if that is more to your liking, go right ahead, because the baby lets you up here record the stuff, whatever. I don't know nobody yet who can remember what the hell they did when they were 1 year old. If you can find them, let me know. And they need to be in Ripley's Guinness, or Ripley's, believe it or not, Guinness World Book of Records on that note, okay? So, but like I said, if people don't want to pay for those prices, but they're just like, well, I wouldn't pay for that for the cake either, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, then. I'll follow it, because you never know. When we come in, I may want to be all, get something specialized done. It's just, just understanding, like, some people have prices. Like I said, it was even a couple people who responded and said, like, actually they get charged more. Well, it's less with blah, blah, blah. We go here, but here. Okay, then. Well, you ain't got to follow the person no more. You ain't got to complain about the person more. If that's their prices and that's how they're set, that's just how it is. Not some people are going to have hookup bars. You got to, like I said, takes the time to get to supplies and provide whatever service that you're providing for. Okay, like I said, to be honest with you, do y'all remember, if y'all on the gram, and follow Holly Favored, and especially if y'all you got the coins up to get her cookbook, her food looks delicious. I don't know if she actually be on her YouTube channel, but she got popular and started getting more traffic. Here's the thing here. Now, I remember this specifically. This I think happened early last year or something like that. I could have sworn. I know it was either the end of 2018 or the beginning of last year. And Shade Room actually brought up where she was giving these text exchanges, and she actually talked about it more because I seen an interview, because I think she had a link or something like that. She did an interview that is posted on YouTube. I forgot where she talked about how this viral text actually blessed her and brought more business. And got her book where, like I said, she's even got it like a cookbook. And I might even do, because it is a little pricey, even though she had a half off, it's like $52. So she must got a lot of color and stuff like that in there. I don't know if that's the hardcover or digital part. I'm just letting y'all know just in case y'all go on there. But anyway, y'all, now it's the same thing. She said that, okay, let me make it a little short, as short as I can. Now, y'all, had got a text with somebody who obviously had went to their to her Instagram, and they wanted all this stuff for their reception, right? And, cause she talked about in the story, but yet, let's see if I say, maybe if I put highly flavored, viral, something like that. Let's see here. Highly flavored is the name she goes on. Not favorite flavored. And it was based on a text going viral. And the reason why I feel like it's so important is because, like I said, people, if they just don't want a product, don't have to sit there and like complain about people's products, okay? And that's like, if y'all decided to like make one of y'all streaming incomes, where you decide to like to have highly flavored viral text. But if I can't find it, I think I can remember it as much as I can. But anyways, y'all, they sure ain't got their flavored viral text. Okay, chef, maybe I'll put that there. But maybe that will, because y'all ain't coming up. Okay, never mind. It's not coming up. It's everything but that. So the person was trying to inquire y'all about basically like a 3 different sessions. That person was asking everything from swordfish, crab legs, breakfast trays, all these different bacon, turkey bacon, sausage links, sausage patties, eggs scrambled eggs, eggs without cheese. Don't forget gluten free. Some people are vegan. Fried mushrooms, hash browns, tater tots, cheese and shady tots. I'm over exaggerating. I'm about to say this, but then that's not all. They didn't want some lunch stuff. Like I said, they want the fighting swordfish, catfish, tilapia, catfish fried, scampi fried shrimp, fried octopus, some frog legs. I'm just going all over the place, but I'm just saying, just even estimate. Homemade orange juice, homemade fruit punch with lemons from Brazil. I know I'm just over the place. I'm just saying, like, just how ridiculous, if y'all remember seeing that, but they were asked for all this stuff in the dinner. They didn't want, like 50 damn specialized cupcakes, because, she's a cook. Some people have different specialties where they're all around, where they can cook up good ass desserts, some cakes and pies and shit, and also be able to make good food all around. And some people are better in some areas, like they only good, you better ask them to make the cake, the upside down 7-Up cake, I don't, so, but anyways, y'all, so they asked for all this damn food and stuff, and the catering, like I said. So she said when she did the interview, like, she didn't even see half of the stuff or whatever originally at first. So one of her sisters, I think, was in catering or something like that. Her sister was in catering. And so when she got half of the message, whatever, she, something like that, some error, she ended up saying $5,000. And she was like, she didn't know, even with all this stuff, that she actually was charging under the amount that she should have been charging, right? So the person was like, $5,000? I mean, you're just on the Instagram and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Making it seem like I said, they asked for swordfish, like I said, 3 different types of tilapia, cat, red snapple, all this other damn stuff, wings, fried wings, flavored wings, buffalo wings, meatloaf, gravy, just all this shit, right? And then she gotta sit here and present, cook all this stuff, present this stuff, and even 5,000. Even I knew now, even eating half of this damn exquisite stuff, that I knew it was, seafood boil, all this darn stuff. And they got nurse, and the text was like, "Well, that's too much, that's a lot of money, blah blah blah. I mean, you're just on the gram." And they're like, "Well, that's what I'm going for." And talking about the enemy stepping stool, whatever. And here's what happened. So they have nurses say, well, my uncle, whoever said, like, oh, they'll give you, it was less than 2 G's. They weren't even trying to give this lady anything. And then they would think that she was going to do all this. That wouldn't even give even half or even the 30% money back or whatever. It wouldn't be no damn commission. In the fact that she would have to serve all this damn food and stuff like that. More than damn near a, Ponderosa back in the day. And slash now go to corral. That's how much damn food they wanted to have. Okay, damn near. And they try to offer like 1,500 or some shit like that. And she was like, "I'm good, love, and joy." It was her exact term. That's when the future, that term, "I'm good, love, and joy," it came out. And after that, it became viral because people were like, because first it didn't show what her at name was, and and then the at name was, and people trying to find. But when we looked at the messages, like, wait a minute, for her to even be charged 5,000 for all the stuff they added, okay, that is a lot, okay, and so so we found our private page. A lot of people found her page, and that's what she said. She was blessed on for that. You know what I mean? Considering that helped her take off her career. So while, like I said, sometimes, God has a blessing in the sky, because she says she thank, God for that. And that was the thing. Like, she turned down something and got something better, where now she was able to get her own place and was able, to start, like I said, everything from a cookbook to a play. It's just, it really helped her take off. And like I said, she stood where, because like I said, actually what she, okay, yeah, oh, that's good afternoon. Okay, but like I said, it, really, like, it showed, okay, let me see here. Oh, that's the tea and stuff. I don't think that's here. That's something else. But if I could see where the heck that was, maybe I'll get that somewhere else, y'all. But just the fact that, just what I was really trying to say is that sometimes, you shouldn't have to, like, water down the price for the quality you spent with making these products or providing these services, y'all. Now, I know some people do be out the way and stuff like that, but for example, actually with this girl not knowing that, because it was an error when she didn't get, like, some of the stuff, and so, or somehow the screenshot got cut off, so she got it and then didn't know until after it was posted. So even then, with them asking all this stuff, they still didn't think that, that's enough, and thinking like that's supposed to devalue the quality of her work and what she's offering just because just because she was on the internet. Okay, there's people, if they want to be like, just because you're on the internet, that have been in the game and been in the business or have some careers. There are people who are famous and that are rich and wealthy that use such services and social media, such as the gram, some with Twitter, even though Twitter be on wild shit sometimes, that uses to provide services. So, meaning that if you provide certain things and you get certain materials, whether they're edible or not, whatever, or you provide services, whatever, look, I'm just saying that that right there, her turning down that was, actually better because just because people may provide cash or so-called, cash for the services doesn't mean it's always worth it neither. You know what I mean? Because, for example, if that woman would have took it, I know this is like about cake and stuff like that, but since, like I said, that whipped cream stuff, I still got a little bit of liquor, and the root beer is still pretty good, and I'm almost finished with that. Let me just finish. I was going to talk about something else, but I guess that'll be for the next one. But what I'm saying, y'all, is like, providing services, doesn't mean that you have to water down something. I could see, like, after a certain amount of time, you sell some products and you have, like, sales. But some of these people begin, besides they self, some, minimum, there are some people who feel like they expect a complete discount. I mean, there are some people that you give, discount like a new customer or something like that. But some of them be expecting you to damn near get 75%, and it's the first time. And if that lady was to give this cake, if she has a certain set price, and depending how many people feed and the type of cake, then guess what? Yeah, say if other people she told about and would have like reduced the price down, but guess what? Then every time she does work, if say there was a fur and this person gets out, then she will always have to give half the whatever price, where she wouldn't be getting the profit where she makes back to replace the supplies that she used and the time that she spent to make these designs and stuff for the cake, besides also baking the cake and cutting it a certain way and so forth, whatever it has to do in packages and blah blah blah. Okay, maybe dropping it off to wherever this party or event or any other, mostly a party, but you know what I mean, is going to be held. So, in other words, it's, like I said, just if y'all can, do research. If you know people that's also been in certain businesses, ask them about that and just take it from there. I'm not a person that knows about business, but I just felt like, I brought up the cake thing because one thing, the fact that, like I said, my YouTube cousin Alanitra, who has been supporting me and has been retweeting every time that I post a podcast. And so I was like, let me talk about some cake. I didn't want to bring this up to like ruin the mood, but I mean, sad condolences to The Rock, the rest of his movie actor, that his father had passed away yesterday. So, condolences to him and his family, because he was only in his 70s, and it's just sad. But I just wanted to bring up. I wasn't trying to like drown the mood or anything. He was only 75 years young. Yeah. WWE superstar and Rock's dad, Rocky Soulman Johnson, has passed away at 75. So just keep it in your prayers. And he just, like I said, just passed away. And he, has announced that the WWE Hall of Famer passed away, expressing their ascendant, lost son and path for championing their brand. Rocky's career started in the 1960s. This is the Rock's dad. As a part of the National Wrestling Alliance, he became part of the league's first African-American tag team with his partner, Tony Atlas. Okay. So, and, and it's interesting that, now Ja Rule, I'm just looking at this right here. I don't want to, like, just change it. Now, here's Ja Rule, now all of a sudden flip-flopping what the hell he was saying. I was talking about Jackie Harry and her response yesterday. Let me repeat it again, y'all, just in case if y'all didn't listen to my podcast yesterday. I'm going to talk about it again. Now, 3 hours ago, not too long ago, way yonder, not too far away. Now, he says social media's for clowns. If all the celebs left social media, there would be no more social media. And like I said before about like people like downgrade just because people use social media. There's people who use social medias that are rich or wealthy, / maybe rich and wealthy education / experience, or just experience like, like the school of life and shit. So the fact that he had a nerve to say clowns, we ain't the ones who sat here was making fake ass promoting fake ass concerts and stuff and giving the people a slice of one piece of bread and one slice of Swiss ass cheese that was in the clearance aisle in Kroger's. Okay? But that's what I'm saying is, I used to like Ja Rule. I even bought his first album, Beanie Vanna Vinci Vinny, whatever the hell it was called, okay? I actually liked the Ja Rule. Used to. Past tense. past tense, okay? And I stop, and it's not because of the 50 cents bullshit, whatever. It's just personality. I'm just like, whatever, you know what I mean? But this right here, so that's what Jackie Harris said to respond. If all the celebs are social media, who will promote the fraudulent music festivals? Ding, ding, ding. Now he says today. Now this is an interesting message, but it does apply to what I was talking about. But at the same time, it's just like, he just was calling social media is for clowns. So, am I sitting here being Miss Bozo and shit? Because if he's saying social media is for clowns, then if he's still posting on it, he's still part of the Ringling Brothers circus, ain't he? The ringleader shit, the main clown coming out the damn clown car, because that sure was some clowny bullshit of what he did with the fire darn thing. I haven't watched it's got one on what, Hulu and Netflix with that series. Like I said, he, was tied to that stuff. So here's his message this time. I'm like, that's what I'm saying, is for him to say social media is for clowns and stuff like that. And it's like the only clown is reflected in the mirror that he should be looking at with that. I mean, yeah, there are problems with social media and certain sites, like also including sometimes with YouTube and so forth. But it's interesting when some people have stuff to say. They the loudest one in the room. They yelling with a bullhorn, but got other people to tell other people to be quiet. Loudest mother. Okay, anyway. Here's his statement. Black people would be they're blanking out in the shade room. So effing strong if we stuck together support one another. Shit sad. Oh, okay, you know what? People full of it. He could have just said, okay, wait a minute. It would be different. What the hell? Oh, also, y'all, before I get off here, also too, because I'm almost down. I was actually going to talk about another topic, but I didn't know I was going to talk about businesses and food and stuff like that. And I don't have any background in businesses and food or nothing like that. I knew I was clumsy as hell. So even when I was able to work more so, my jobs were always in the retail field more so, cashier, stuff like that, sales associate. I was one time, of course, in home care, and of course, babysitting, that, of course, that's the family thing and whatever, stuff like that. But I have not, been into where I was distributing food because I knew I was clumsy as hell. But yeah, y'all, or not like knowing stuff like that. Even, y'all, I was, I guess you consider it was an adult retail as well, as far as, because I bring up about the Priscillas, and that's probably going to be a story. It probably might still be a part of my my YouTube, my 366 days video journey, but I might have it as a story time as well. But that was adult retail, and the reason why I'm saying this is because it provided adult items, and material, adult movies, triple X as well. I haven't been there in years. I mean, even though it's not too far from me, because they still have the place up. I haven't been in there because I wonder now, like, do they sell, rent, used to sell and buy DVD. It ain't like I said, y'all, if like them places they shut down, the Peep Show and all the type places. But what I'm saying is that, it's interesting. If how they are selling, or are, because they, like I said, they would sometimes sell DVDs as well written, and I think you had the choice also to buy them as well, which they're extremely expensive. If you bought like the rental ones for some reason, they had different sales and different ones, and they were like transitioning where you still had a bunch of video cassettes, and they were transitioning. They were starting the DVDs at the time. That's how long I have worked there. So considering now that people can go to Pornhub with no damn problem, I kind of wonder, like, how is the sale of the videos in the renting service when they have the options? And like I said, it's going to not be a long story, but I do plan on talking about it because it was interesting how people perceive you even though you're just selling items, because half of the store was lingerie and exotic dancer gear as well, in the corner, and shoot, and also that stuff as well. So, or not, at least say people have a bachelorette party or just want to be different. So yeah. But it's interesting, I just wanted to go back there like I said, I've been there a couple times after I had left there on and off times, but I have not been there, I think, in almost 10 whole years. So I don't know if they got sick, just to see the difference, because like I said, just to be there. Like I said, I used to work there. Of course, they've been changed people. They've been changed people even when I left. Because I was there like 6 whole months, but it was just interesting, looking back at it now. Okay. So anyways, I'm probably about to get off of here. Like I said, I first thought, y'all, I was going to be on here way longer than what I was going to be. I thought I was going to talk about something else. Because originally, y'all, House officially votes to send Trump's impeachment charges to the Senate. Okay, here we go with that one. Okay, but what I meant to say is that, like I said, what I meant to say, by the way, the first trailer for the highly anticipated 4th season of Insecure drop is supposed to be coming like April the 12th. I may possibly review that show. I know that's funny for me to keep saying reviewing when I've been behind, like I said, damn near about a whole total of 2 whole months. But yeah, y'all, I may do it this season. I only watched people reviews last season. I didn't actually watch the show at all. I ain't gonna lie. This past season just passed. So other than that, y'all, I think, heck, it was more interesting stuff on the background scenes, I think, in 2018 to 19, because remember the girl who played, the actress that played Tasha, and the guy's name, I cannot pronounce that place, the games people play, and it turned out he was going with somebody, but didn't, around the same time it calculated was with somebody else and had a baby with the actress, whatever. Interesting. So, well, truth is stranger than fiction. But, y'all, I'm just rebelling on here, and I think I'm about to get off of here now. There's only 2 more minutes left. So, what I realize, y'all, is that I sometimes stop it, like the podcast when it gets so close to the ending. But what it does is when it gets to the end anyway, it just, it just stops it right at that moment, and then you're done. So, I'm just going to talk as much as I can, and then just let it play, because it's so close anyways, I might just let it finish. But anyway, y'all, it's Thursday, and like I said, I would have been here earlier, but originally, y'all, what I was going to talk about, or the person I was going to talk about, was this artist, and then it was another video personally made on them, because I found out about them, and, started to listen to their music, and so I guess I have to say that if I want to make a Friday podcast, unless I finally show my face and go live or something and talk about the person and just talk about that maybe in a live video, make a 100-day to at least show my face and just call it that there. Maybe I might do that. Who knows? But that depends. Or it might be another podcast and I may not show my face till probably sometime next week. But other than that, y'all, this, like I said, this really is a nice mix, Like I said, you gotta be careful with this darn stuff, actually, because if it tastes like whipped cream and those liquor, it really can, creep up on you and stuff. I know that much. So, anyway, y'all, hope y'all enjoy the podcast. Hugs and loves to everybody, and God bless. And like I said, okay, damn notifications. But anyway, I probably am talking a little bit extra sluggish because, like, I'm not sluggish, but like I said, this stuff is kicking in. It's really good. Like I said, the next time I might get a float and get some of this and put it in there, and it really be cracking in. But anyway, hugs and loves, y'all. See y'all in the next ones. Take care. God bless.